I am sitting in a cat tree in the house where I am living. I am waiting at the counter for the man to give me breakfast. And he doesn't seem to notice that I'm hanging in the kitchen. Need to get his attention so he knows that I am hungry. Meow, 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 meow.
Good morning, sweet world, and welcome to the No Dunks podcast on the Athletic Network. It's Wednesday, October 25th, 2023. I'm J.E. Skeets here in the Classic Factory. To my left, the bearded one, my top shot hot boy, Trey Kirby.
Ayo!
Ayo! And the man making the magic happen, super producer, JD.
Hello.
There he is, and here we are. Shout out to the stream team for joining us live right now on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share the show. Podcast listeners, leave your boys a 5-star rating and review. Go get your No Dunks merch over at nodunks.com. Sometimes I forget we have merch.
Yeah?
Because I've got them all. But go to nodunks.com, especially with the holiday season coming up. Makes a great gift. No Dunks merch. T-shirts, hoodies, hats, mugs.
I get my mom a shirt a lot of times.
Yeah.
You think that's rude? I'm
No.
her son.
Well, I mean, you get it as a gift?
Yeah.
No, I bet she loves it.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah,
oh, she
she
does.
does.
Skeets.
All right, go to nodunks.com. Get something for your moms. Send in your questions and comments to nodunks@theathletic.com. Hit us up on Twitter or Instagram or the TikTok at nodunks_inc. And hey, join us tonight on Playback. That's playback.tv/nodunks. That's our room. You can join it. We're going to fire this up at 7 p.m. Eastern. Well, I am. I put TK on the graphic here, but I forgot. This guy's going to a John Mayer concert tonight.
Yeah, I'll be at Maybach.
Your body is a wonderland. So I'm going to look, I'll be on Playback, for the 7 o'clock games. We'll bounce around a little bit, and then, it'll be a couple hours, so come hang with me. Solo dolo here.
You want me to stream from the concert?
I mean, check in.
I'm going to absolutely be checking in on games.
Yeah, right.
I'll be streaming alongside when John goes to the double bass guitar.
John Mayer, NBA fan? Basketball fan? Do we?
Loves the spotlight, so he's probably sat courtside at a game.
That's what I feel like, yeah.
Seems more like a baseball guy to me, though.
His name's John.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a part of it.
Yeah, John Hamm. He's a baseball guy.
That's true. All right, well, join us on Playback tonight, and you never know when TK is going to try and jump on from the John Mayer concert here in Atlanta. But let's get to last night's games. Real NBA basketball was back, and we are going to start with a little It's Just One Game, but... Yeah, let's overreact, and we'll start with the first game. The Nuggets started their NBA title defense with an emphatic 119-107 win over the Lakers on Tuesday night. Trey, get us started. It's just one game, but...
It's just one game, but Nikola Jokic is going to win his third MVP. It's supposed to be an overreaction, Skeets, but this one is possibly true.
Yeah, it could be.
Still good. Nikola Jokic, it turns out, after the championship, after the finals MVP, comes in, drops an easy 29 points, 13 rebounds, 11 assists on the Lakers. 12 of 22 from the line, 3 of 5 from 3, a measly 2 of 4 at the free throw line. I was trying to think of an analogy for Nikola Jokic, the way he just steadily produces and accumulates stats. I was like, he's either a human metronome, just keeps ticking.
Okay, I don't mind that.
Or...
Sounded like a horse.
A horse metronome. Allow me to change my opinion there. Or maybe he's like a sticky hand. You drop a sticky hand on the ground, and you can't believe everything it pulls up. You drop it on the ground again, even more stuff.
Right.
How is this possible? That's what it's like with Jokic. The numbers just keep piling up for this guy. It doesn't feel like he's playing incredibly well when he's stacking up these numbers against a guy... like Anthony Davis, but now, after last night, 106 career triple-doubles for Jokic in the regular season. He's one behind LeBron. This is season 21 for LeBron James.
Crazy, man.
He was the guy that we looked at the beginning of his career and said, maybe someday he could average a triple-double for a season. Obviously, LeBron is a walking triple-double, but Jokic is a slowly walking, even more so triple-double. He's going to pass LeBron this season. That's amazing stuff.
Yeah.
And speaking of LeBron, they got it close in the fourth quarter. The Lakers did. LeBron hit a 3. I think it was a 3-point game. Jokic checks back in. 7 points, 5 assists in the fourth quarter. as long as he was on the court, there was no chance the Nuggets were going to lose. I think he said afterwards, it felt like we were in control the whole time. That's because he was in control the entire time.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I think John Hollinger had a tweet last night speaking to that. He said, a lot of Nuggets games are fake close. Like this, like that one last night. Non-Jokic minutes will give you hope. But if you don't have the lead when Jokic checks back in for that final time in the fourth, you're dead. It feels like that in a lot of Nuggets games, especially at home. And you're right. I like those analogies for Jokic. He also feels like just like water to me. It's inevitable. You can't stop it. It's so powerful.
It's so powerful.
Water scares me. When you own a home, it's the most terrifying thing. Water. Oh my God.
Hey,
get in anywhere. You can't stop it.
Paul in the stream team is echoing your sentiments. He said he's like a leaky faucet.
Yes.
Doesn't seem like much, but you look at the water bill and say, damn.
That's so true.
Totally true.
It's so true. Yeah, he was incredible. And look, it's only one game. He is the MVP frontrunner. Sure. Booker maybe right there. We'll get to the Suns game later. But yeah, like he almost averaged a triple-double last year. What did he finish? 9.8 assists per game?
So.
Just under 10. It's definitely in play. And he doesn't even feel like he had a dominant game. That's the crazy part. And that's when you're on that superstar level, like your LeBrons and other guys, current and from years past, where it's like, what? He didn't even have a good game. And you're looking at the box score like, that's one of the greatest lines still like you can have. Yeah. How is that possible? So, yeah, he was dominant. All right, let's keep it going then. I will go, it's just one game, but Anthony Davis's Halloween costume, very realistic. Here's what I mean by that. We've seen some great NBA player Halloween costumes before. We saw LeBron as Freddy Krueger, Steph Curry as Jigsaw, John Wall as Hot Pizza Man from Blue Streak. That one's underrated. But man, none better than Anthony Davis's ghost costume from last night in Game 1 of the NBA season. He straight up disappeared in the second half, and it was very realistic.
Yeah.
He was awesome in the first half, 17 points. He wasn't slowing or stopping Jokic, but he was giving a lot back on the other end. Like I said, 17 points. And then in the second half, 0 for. No points in the final 2 quarters. He only took 6 field goal attempts, and the offense stalled specifically when LeBron was on the bench. That's not going to work here for the Lakers, in the regular season and then especially in the playoffs. Again, it's just one game. I'm sure AD will bounce back, but that was a tough pill to swallow for Lakers fans going, this is the year AD is going to be flirting with an MVP. Defensive player of the year. He's going to take over for LeBron. LeBron's going to get to rest a little bit more, which he did and we'll get to. But no, he's got to he has to take over. And you see this too many times from AD, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was fired up watching AD in the first half.
Yeah.
I thought he looked incredible. He's putting his head down. He was looking much faster than any other big guys out there. Jokic specifically played an incredible game, but you looked at the box score and you're like, 1 rebound, that's odd. So halftime comes. He does take 6 shots in the second half, just wasn't able to get any to go, but the aggression wasn't there. No. He did pull down 7 rebounds, which was helpful, was passing the ball okay, but the Lakers need AD to play at a near MVP level, specifically when LeBron is off the court, and we're going to get into LeBron's minutes in a little bit here. But if Davis isn't able to command the offense when LeBron is sitting, that means it's going to fall on a guy like D'Angelo Russell, who had 11 points on 12 shots last night and was kind of the D'Angelo Russell you expect out there. Yes. So, yeah, disappointing second half for Anthony Davis, and I'm glad you explained that this is a metaphorical Halloween costume, because I was searching everything, man, trying to find Anthony Davis's Halloween costume this year. I know Pascal Siakam's had his party. I couldn't find anything for Anthony Davis, but this is a metaphorical costume.
A ghost, the invisible man.
You could also say he was Bruce from Survivor, doing the disappearing man bit on the boat.
Go check out No Buffs.
I'm gone.
Yes.
Oh, wait, I'm back.
Yeah, that's right. HP Basketball, a ruthless tweet about AD last night. Welcome to year 4 of waiting for Anthony Davis to be the best player on the Lakers in the moments they need him, and not against small ball lineups in January. Oof.
Got him.
Ouch. But these are the same complaints here that people have consistently had with AD throughout his entire career. That specifically that lack of aggression at times and the takeover ability, which didn't show up in the second half. And, Jokic sort of punked him there. Again, the first half they were going back and forth. He was giving it back to the Joker. He was scoring on him. 17's no joke. And then, just nothing there. And he talked about it. I got to shoot more. He said all the right things, but rough second half from him. A big reason why they lost this one. Let's get to the final one for this game. What do you got?
It's just one game, but LeBron is load managing?
Was that a question?
I guess that was a question, the way I phrased it, but maybe it deserves a period, Skeets. LeBron is load managing. 29 minutes for LeBron James last night on night 1 of the NBA season. He's played under 30 minutes in a regular season game 78 times. Now, that is almost an entire season of basketball, but when you're grading on the LeBron curve, it's not quite the same. Usually, for LeBron, under 30 minutes a game means a blowout or the rare case that he's in foul trouble or something, picks up an injury. Last season, 35 and a half minutes per game. Obviously, at the end of the season, he had the foot injury. It really affected him in the playoffs. So the Lakers are optimizing for the postseason starting now. But it was kind of strange just to see LeBron on a minutes restriction, which Darvin Ham said will continue throughout the season. We'll see if it stays this low, but 6 to 7 minute bursts for LeBron. I guess he played 8 in the fourth quarter. Had a bunch of layups, so he looked pretty
great in transition
when he was out there. Yeah, he looked really, really strong, just bumping guys out of the way, easy dunks, that kind of thing. The jumper wasn't there, hit the 1-3. But yeah, it's weird to see LeBron go into the Tim Duncan plan. Like at the end of Tim Duncan's career, he was awesome when he was on the court, but he was also playing like 25 minutes a game. It just never felt like that would happen for LeBron. But I guess if he wants to play with his middle child, his second son, he's got to extend the career even longer than we were expecting.
Yeah, this is, it's one game, but the fewest minutes LeBron has averaged in his career was 33.4 in the season coming out of the bubble. And that was when the Lakers had the shortest offseason in NBA history. So that made a little sense with the quick turnaround. But yeah, will we really see LeBron like 28, 29, 30 minutes per game? Is that going to be a plan that Ham implements, that the Lakers can stick to, and that LeBron can stick to? That's the big thing to me, because if they win, sure.
Yep.
I'm sure he's happy with it. If they lose games like this and they do not, produce when he's on the bench, then this will not last all that long. I will tell you that. He will be back to, 35 plus because he's going to want to get the W's. But yeah, after one game, look, this should be the game plan. The guy is in 21 seasons here. I mean,
he's nearly
nuts.
39.
Yes, but you're going to need AD to step up and some of these other guys when he's on the bench.
You're going to need AD specifically to step up. I also didn't think that the Lakers got a ton from Rui Hachimura, who will probably assume a lot of LeBron responsibilities when he's sitting. Gabe Vincent made some shots, but I thought kind of an underwhelming game from him as well. And then, Christian Wood and Cam Reddish, I thought played decent. Cam Reddish gave pretty solid effort out there. Wood is a good scoring big off the bench, but if LeBron is sitting, somebody's got to be able to create shots for other people. Nobody was doing that last night.
Final thoughts here on this game. What do you think about the Nuggets crowd chanting, "Who's your daddy?" at the end of this one as they put it away to the Lakers?
Look, of course it's funny.
I mean, I thought it was great. It was a good chant. You could understand what they were saying. They really leaned into it. And, all the talk, especially from the Lakers side heading into this one. AD even, saying how upset they were and they're going to, send a message. And instead, the Nuggets fans got to clown them a little bit.
It's kind of odd to me, actually, because, this comes from Vic Lombardi introducing Michael Malone as the Lakers' daddy.
Yes. It's true.
Nothing to do with the players.
Yeah, Malone didn't say it. Yeah.
Malone didn't say it.
Yeah.
It's just the broadcaster that said it. But the Lakers just are going to have to deal with it. And you saw Jamal Murray saying, "Look what you started, man," talking to Mike Malone. Now we got to go on the road and deal with this? That'll be the problem when they are finally, not into their own barn and having to deal with the Lakers fans. But, when LeBron came back from the 3-1 deficit against the Warriors, he threw a Halloween party with Warriors tombstones on it. So I can't be too upset.
No.
Right?
No, for sure. I thought the Lakers tired a little bit as this game went on there in the fourth quarter, and the Nuggets sort of found their legs. We were talking about duos. Remember, we ranked them. We did the tiers, and we had Jamal Murray and Jokic very high. But there's been a lot of talk recently about, is Giannis and Dame going to be the greatest, pick-and-roll action in the league? It might be, but, man, it's going to be tough to knock off Jokic and Jamal Murray when they got that going. The dribble handoffs and the PNR. There was that one in the fourth quarter where it's Murray and Jokic, pick and roll. Obviously, the Lakers collapse a little bit on Jamal because he's a threat to score, and he had to go in there in the second half. So Jokic gets to the free throw line, ball finds him. Now it's 4-on-3, and you got the greatest passer maybe of all time, at least from a big guy. He just kicks it to Michael Porter Jr. wide open in the weak side, bangs the corner, 3, and then timeout because it's that's not good. And they kept going to it. I mean, they are just so dangerous, the two of them. Mainly because of the ability of Jokic to pass the ball. And just did you see that one play? I know it wasn't a pass, where Jokic tipped it to himself. It was early in the game, in the first quarter. The ball was going to get picked off.
Yep.
And this guy realizes it, tips the ball basically just up. like over the defender, grabs it, and like goes from there. It's like, that's just next level thinking, man. And just incredible touch. So those two are so dangerous, man.
The continuity and the chemistry for the Nuggets was apparent on the very first night of the season. It looked like they picked up right where they left off last season. 29 for Jokic. Murray had 21 and 6. That'll get you to the All-Star game. It felt like he touched the ball for 2 minutes in this game. As soon as he got it, bang, a bucket. KCP, 20 points. Awesome. I thought he was awesome last night, as was Aaron Gordon. He had 15, hit a big three in the second half. And then Michael Porter Jr., he struggled last night. Couldn't find a shot, finished with 12 points, and you got to love 12 rebounds from him as well. So great stuff from the Nuggets starting lineup. They were the best starting lineup in the league last year. They were the best starting lineup through the playoffs. Looks like they're probably the best starting lineup still in the NBA.
All right, let's move to the Suns and Warriors, the second game last night. I'll get us started. It's just one game, but Point Book sealed the Suns' victory. Point Book, because he was playmaking down the stretch. He was using the threat of scoring, obviously, to assist on Phoenix's final 8 points in a tight game here that they got back into in the fourth quarter. In the final 70 seconds, Booker sealed the game with passing. 3 consecutive possessions. He found Josh Okogie for a corner 3. He found Eric Gordon for a wing 3. And then beautiful play with Nurkic on the roll, about 10 seconds left to ice the game. I thought it was a nice finish there from Yusuf Nurkic, too, inside, who had a great game. So, like, this idea, no Beal in this one. They obviously don't have Chris Paul anymore. It's like, who's going to be the point guard? It was like a mixed bag because there was some bad turnovers from Booker. Even right before the final couple of possessions, he had some turnovers.
2 ugly ones.
2 bad ones, yeah. And I think he finished with 6 turnovers overall. But 8 assists, and he can do this, and especially for specific moments in a game close. He's just so lethal in the first quarter. If he can set up a game with like, oh, he's got 13 points right away, and all you're thinking now is this guy's attacking, scoring, and then he become more of a playmaker because you got to put 2 on him and obviously get the ball out of his hands. I thought he made some great passes here, especially the one in the corner there and that one to Nurk. So good stuff there from Point Book.
Yeah, he was using the threat of his scoring to open up shots for other people. I think he said on both of the 3-pointers, he was looking to score. He went up to shoot the ball, but then it was a double team, so he found the open guy. Okogie knocked one down. That was a huge shot from him. Eric Gordon's going to be a big-time player for the Suns. And then, you're right, that Nurkic finish was surprisingly athletic. He looked incredible on that one. I was a little worried for the Suns down the stretch because, like you're saying, it looked like Booker was a little overtaxed when he had those turnovers. The one where he just lost the ball going left out of bounds, and then he started breakdancing in the lane on that travel. I have no idea how that happened, but back-to-back turnovers, basically. But then the patience, the poise to actually find the shooters and find Nurkic for the layup. That was clutch stuff from Devin Booker. And this is what superstar depth is all about. 1 star is out in Bradley Beal. Couldn't even make it past game 1. Come on, guy. We got another guy struggling in Kevin Durant. Did not have a great shooting night at all. Taking some really tough shots. But you still got Devin Booker, the best of the 3, who's making a name for himself once again. Definitely going to be in the mix for MVP this season because if he's still playing with Kevin Durant and scoring 30 a game and having clutch assists, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Durant is going to be happy, I think, to take a little bit of a step back, and Booker's going to carry some.
At this point in their careers, like current day, Devin Booker is the best player on the Suns.
Yes.
He is. I mean, and that is not a knock against Kevin Durant. That's just saying how great Devin Booker is and has been. I'm hearing some other podcasts talk about this idea this might be the year Devin Booker is a top 5 MVP guy. He already has been, man.
Might be the year.
2 years ago, wasn't he? Didn't he finish 4th in the MVP vote? He's been on the short list. He missed time last year. So it's I roll my eyes a little bit at that. He's done this for a while now, but yeah, awesome first game. 32 points, 8 assists, 6 boards, 13 of 21 shooting, hit 3 threes, 3 of 3 at the line, 6 turnovers. You wanna obviously shore that up. They had 19 as a team, which they nearly gave away this game if we're being honest. But he was awesome. All right, next one. What do you got for this?
It's just one game, but the Warriors can't win without Draymond.
Thanks.
Another possible not overreaction here. I thought the Warriors looked very small last night with Chris Paul in the starting lineup for Draymond Green, who's out with a ankle injury. Basically 3 guards in Steph, Chris Paul, and Klay Thompson. Wiggins was playing last night in the starting lineup. He had 0 defensive rebounds, 1 offensive rebound on the night, and then Kevon Looney did his thing. Then you look at the bench, mostly small guys. Even their backup center, Dario Saric. He's a small ball center. Kuminga and Moody I thought were pretty solid last night, but On the defensive end, the Warriors obviously are missing Draymond's communication and his rim protection and just everything he brings as a defensive player, but just his size and tenacity I thought was definitely missing for the Warriors last night, which will be a problem if Draymond's injury extends or if he picks up another one a little bit later in the season. He is still right behind Steph Curry when it comes to key players for the Warriors, because on the offensive side, I thought even almost worse, missing Draymond. They look so stagnant to me. The third quarter was nice, 40 points, but otherwise 28 in the first quarter and then just 18 in the second quarter, 18 again in the fourth quarter. This is the biggest offensive change that they've had, bringing in Chris Paul, basically since D'Angelo Russell was in town. He was a big-time ball handler, took up a lot of share of the possessions, but Steph Curry only played 5 games that season. Obviously, D'Lo was traded at the trade deadline. They're going to have to figure things out between Chris Paul and Steph Curry, because I think you want to play through Steph Curry a little bit more than they did last night. Yeah. And once Draymond Green comes back, I think that happens a lot more, because there's nobody better at getting Steph open shots than Draymond.
No, it will be fascinating to see whether Chris Paul goes to the bench when Draymond comes back to obviously the starting lineup. Like, what do they do there? Are they starting Looney alongside him and Chris Paul goes to the bench? I mean, I can't wait to see what they do. But yeah, this could take some time is what we're getting at here. And it doesn't help that Draymond, instrumental part to all their success, especially defensively, and playmaking, like you said, and getting Steph open, isn't there. Yeah, I thought Moody and Kuminga were okay. Kuminga missed 2 big free throws down the stretch. He bricked those. But overall, not bad. And what about Chris Paul in a Warriors jersey? Is it still strange to you? I know we saw him in preseason a little bit.
Man.
Yeah, I know.
That was weird. 11 turnovers, though, for the Warriors. That's good for them. That's been one of their bugaboos throughout the dynasty years. But I don't know. I was checking the tracking data, Skeets. You know it's sicko time. If you're checking the tracking data, 40 front court touches for Chris Paul, only 20 for Steph Curry. That should be flipped.
Wow.
Which is why he's going to go to the bench. They talked about it on the broadcast so much last night that Chris Paul, his ultimate role with this team will be quarterbacking the second unit, which I think helps. And I think is part of the reason you saw the Warriors look so good in the third quarter. Chris Paul was cooking. He was doing his grifting foul stuff, and the Warriors were loving it. They're like, finally he's grifting someone else, not us. He got Kuminga shots. He got Moody shots. That's going to be the value there, I think. But for now, they're just going to have to figure out a way to make it not so much your turn, my turn.
Absolutely. All right, final one here from this game. It's just one game, but the Suns are deep enough. I think we saw it after game 1. I think they got enough guys there to go with their superstars, and they were missing Beal, of course, in this one. But you look at the box score, and they got a lot of contributions. Now, I will say, Drew Eubanks, he got the backup center spot and reps. He started awful. Like, it was 2 moving screens, another turnover, missing defensive rebounds. But then he got it going. He settled into his role, and he gave him 7 rebounds, 3 blocks off the bench. That's good. Watanabe hitting threes. We expect that. He hit 2 of them, shot 3 of 5 overall. And then, Eric Gordon, he was letting it fly.
Yeah.
He's going to have a lot of games that are 3 of 9, 3 of 10 from deep. He was 2 of 9 in game 1. And then even, Grayson Allen got the starter. He's in there because no Beal probably.
Brutal.
He was brutal, but he had 1 big rebound where Booker had missed a 3, and he fought his ass off to tip it out. And they gave him another possession and actually ended in a Booker 3. So he did the little things there. And then Nurk, like we said, Okogie was an incredible 7 of 9. And the defense, he did a pretty good job of staying as attached as possible to those incredible Warriors guards. I thought he was awesome. There's enough guys here to contribute, and that was without Beal. So that's the depth. I don't know. I don't think it's as big a deal as maybe we made. If they come through like this, at least 3 or 4 of their guys playing really well. I'm talking the other starters and some of the guys off the bench.
I mean, they had 7 guys play well.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, Grayson Allen was very bad. Josh Okogie, great shot at
awesome,
the end. He was incredible. And I agree with you. Eric Gordon, I think, is going to be one of the keys to this team. He plays off the ball and he can shoot it from deep, like you're saying. But then one thing that the Suns are going to be lacking at times is somebody who puts their head down and gets to the rim. And Gordon was doing that last night. I thought he was playing downhill quite a bit, but I'm just happy everybody is here to join me on Drew Eubanks' half-acre homestead. He doesn't get a whole island, man.
No.
It's not possible, but now that he's a tampering candidate,
Oh, yes.
I think it's more people will be joining me on the farmland where we grow our own food. The athleticism, the activity, the rim protection. He's going to close some games, I do believe, for the Suns. He's also going to get dunked on quite a bit. And I thought he was going to puke his guts out in the second half.
Yeah,
he played like a super long stretch of minutes at very high activity. The guy was flush in the face. You could tell he was over sweaty, I thought.
Ziller had a good note in his newsletter this morning. The Suns' pace, especially in that first half, it's a nice little wrinkle here that could make this offense even more unstoppable. Like, I liked Phoenix. Like, let's go. Let's push this. And he wondered, Ziller did, is that one of Phoenix's anti-Denver wrinkles? You know, try and goad Denver into a bit of a track meet. And, you know, because the Nuggets are brilliant, as we talked about, in the half-court setting. I mean, you got Jokic and Jamal running P&R. They're next to unstoppable. So I think that's a smart game plan. Whether it works or not, we'll see. And Denver doesn't mind to run either. And they've got some athletes, especially in their second unit. But
no way Jokic can stick with Eubanks.
That's right. He's the stopper. We have found the Jokic stopper in a track meet, of all things. Horse meet. We got some news here right before we take our first break. Sham says on Twitter, about 7 minutes ago, after 10 days away, James Harden has reported back to the Philadelphia 76ers for practice today. He's back. There were rumors going around that maybe he was gone for family issues. Maybe there was something wrong with his, I think his mom may have been ill, so hopefully everything's okay there. But yeah, I guess James Harden is back at practice. Is he playing tonight?
They don't play tonight, right?
They don't play tonight. Oh,
they play.
They're one of the rare teams that doesn't play.
Milwaukee on Thursday.
There you go. Okay, well, we'll find out whether, I guess, Harden is at practice, how much he's involved, and then whether or not he's playing Thursday night. I didn't realize they were one of the teams that weren't playing tonight, because basically everybody else is.
Yeah, basically everybody else is. It's all right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 games last night. Another 2 tonight. Yeah. So it's 14. That's 28. Philadelphia and Milwaukee, the only teams that haven't played, and they play on Thursday.
There you go.
When the Eastern Conference truly kicks off.
Oh boy, yes. All right, let's take our first break, and when we come back, a little Is This News.
All right, JD, gonna need your hand with this ad read. Selling a little or a lot? Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. That was a freestyle cha-ching.
Yeah, but that was good.
That was a freestyle cha-ching. I thought it felt right. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit 1 million orders stage? Shopify's there to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or sensational shirts, Shopify helps you sell everywhere. From their all-in-one e-commerce platform to their in-person POS system, wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Shopify helps you turn browsers into buyers with the internet's best converting checkout. 36% better on average compared to other leading commerce platforms. And you can sell more with less effort thanks to Shopify Magic, your AI-powered all-star. Is AI magic? Really makes you think. Any significant technology is just like magic, they say. No matter how big you want to grow, Shopify gives you everything you need to take control and take your business to the next level. Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce in the US and is the global force behind Allbirds, Rothy's, Brooklinen, and millions of other entrepreneurs of every size across 175 countries. Plus, Shopify's award-winning help is there to support your success every step of the way, because businesses that grow with Shopify. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/nodunks, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/nodunks, all lowercase. Now, to grow your business no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/nodunks.
All right, still here in the Classic Factory. Like, comment, subscribe. Play your part here in the No Dunks community. Help us out on YouTube. We got to grow this. Got to get 100K. We need a plaque hanging up behind us. I'm tired of that moose. I'm tired of looking at that moose over your shoulder. Yeah, I want to see a YouTube plaque hanging there.
You think that's where it's going to go?
Yeah, sure.
That's a good spot for it.
I'm calling it now. I think it's about that size. Maybe a little smaller. No offense, Moose.
Yeah, no offense.
All right. Let's get into Is This News? Is This News? I got some headlines for all of y'all out there. First one from The Athletic, a great website. Go to The Athletic. Go to theathletic.com/nodunks. Get yourself a subscription. Good deal on right now. $1.99 a month for 12 months. But this headline from The Athletic, Charles Barkley presses Adam Silver on NBA's recent domestic violence incidents. Is this news, and did you see this clip here of Chuck sort of pressing Silver?
I did. I will say this is minor news. I really appreciate Charles Barkley asking this question. Apparently, according to Richard Deitch at The Athletic, this was unscripted. Like, they were really supposed to go to commercial. And Charles Barkley hopped in and asked an important question from Adam Silver. Not much of an answer from Adam Silver. I didn't think. It's probably a tricky situation for him since he's representing the league, and there could be legal ramifications for what he says, which is why you heard him talking about alleged incidents. But I totally agree with Charles Barkley that the league should be doing something. Mostly about Miles Bridges. It's ridiculous that the guy's still around the team, and you hear Silver talking about the new domestic violence policies that they have in place.
Yep.
He should use them.
Yeah, I thought he really tried to deflect the question, I guess, initially. Because he said something about the league was not in competition with other sports to be at the forefront of the issue. I know what he means by that. He's like, this is not just an us problem. This should be all of us. But it came off weird. And then he also said, quote, the consequences are enormous. Have they been?
They have not yet been.
No, they haven't. So that was odd. He did talk about, working with the Players Association and the revamped program on how to handle domestic violence accusations. But kudos to Barkley for asking it. I mean, I can't believe people had to find out whether this was scripted. This is Charles fucking Barkley. Nothing is scripted, guys. Nothing. At all. Now, I get it. Maybe Silver comes in and they want to go over, these are good questions. Not with Barkley, but Katie Heindel, I saw on Twitter, had a good point too. Just the fact that this was out there in front of a big audience who otherwise may not give this a second thought usually is something there. So again, Barkley coming through, at least asking the question. And did Silver handle it well? I don't think so.
No.
He should have been prepared for it. You are sitting down with Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
It's like the consequences are enormous was the biggest, what? No.
They haven't yet been.
No, they haven't yet been. And you're right. These are accusations and allegations, and you got to let the legality, play out, but it's also your league. And, as we talked about with the Kevin Porter Jr. thing, he's moved in a deal that helps both teams. And this guy, it's a bad look overall, but good on Chuck.
Gives the impression that the league does not care about these incidents, but Charles Barkley does. It probably shouldn't be Charles Barkley's responsibility to do that, but on the first night of the NBA season to actually ask that question, I thought was awesome of him.
Next one here from Variety. New York Knicks signed jersey patch deal with the Las Vegas Sphere. Is this news?
I don't think this is news.
No?
But I love it.
Okay.
Because my kids had a fun run recently at their school, and Laura and I donated some money to it, but we donated enough money that we got to get sponsorship status, so we used the No Dunks logo and everything.
Oh, wow.
And this is the exact same. This is the exact same at $1 billion level.
Right.
James Dolan, the owner of the Knicks and the owner of the Sphere, said, hey, I'm advertising my cool arena. I'm putting it on my shirt because I like the look of my logo on my shirt. And I totally identify with that. The Sphere.
The Sphere is cool, but this logo is not very cool. No. I mean, we could do better than that, can't we?
It's a diaphragm.
Looks like a swim cap, like you said before we went on the air. The Sphere logo, it's going to appear on the Knicks' home and away game jerseys, as well as on the club's practice jersey and warm-up shirts. And I guess the jerseys sold at Madison Square Garden's in-arena retail locations will also feature that Sphere logo. I didn't really realize that the Knicks were one of 4 teams that played without a jersey partner last season. Didn't know that. They had Squarespace for a while, but didn't have one last year. Dolan owns the Sphere. He's like, why not slap it on there? This has already happened in the NBA. In reading about this, Mickey Arison, the Carnival Cruise Line, is now on the Heat uniforms.
There you go.
He owns both of those, so Dolan just following suit here. But according to Sportico, the NBA's top 3 jersey sponsorships generated roughly $100 million last season in total. Top 3: the Warriors, the Nets, and the Lakers. I guess Dolan was looking for $30 million for a patch from a company, and nobody was willing to go that far, so he said, "We'll take the Sphere."
Nobody went for that, huh?
I know.
That's kind of surprising.
A little bit.
Considering the Nets are so high on the
I know.
sponsorship deal.
Yeah. Funny quote here from a CNBC article, too. Guy's name is Bob Dorfman, which is all right. Okay. He's a sports marketing analyst and creative director at Pinnacle Advertising. Anyway, he's asked about this, and he says, quote, "The Sphere is the entertainment entity of the future. The attention it's getting, it's spectacular. It's a mind-boggling venue. The Knicks certainly could use the attention and clout of a facility like that." End quote. All right, easy, Bob. I mean, it's cool. It looks awesome. I want to go. But he's saying, like, this is incredible for the Knicks, man, that they're going to bring in so many arena fans into the NBA. What is he talking about?
Just architecture lovers.
Like, whoa, I didn't know about the Knicks and basketball. I love the Sphere, though, so let's tune in.
I hate designing my own website, but I love a premium audio experience. I'm a Knicks fan now.
Yeah. Do you think potentially we'll see the Knicks play in the Sphere?
Well, somebody's got to play in the Sphere, so you would assume it's the Knicks get first dibs.
Yeah, I mean, the Knicks should really try in this in-season tournament, and then we could have the games there in Vegas.
I mean, eventually, you have to imagine they'll be there.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That'd be sick. All right, next headline here. Final one from Front Office Sports. Netflix enlists LeBron and Peyton Manning for NBA player-focused series. Is this news?
Yeah, this is news.
Yeah?
LeBron, Peyton Manning, and the Obamas.
Yeah, that's
what a
right.
combo.
Yeah, that's right. They all
coming
got their
together.
Companies.
Yeah, to make a show about NBA players. I will watch it if LeBron is in it. I want to see his routine. I want to see how he spends $1 million on his body.
Yeah, you think he'll be in it? I don't know.
Loves a narrative.
He does indeed.
Patrick Mahomes was in the quarterback one, and that guy's like the biggest star in the NFL.
Yeah, this is based off this idea. Netflix's 8-part quarterback was the series. Followed 3 quarterbacks, Patrick Mahomes of the Chiefs, Kirk Cousins of the Vikings, and Marcus Mariota of the then Atlanta Falcons during the 22 NFL season. Did you watch a second of it?
No.
I watched an episode or two.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Fine.
And then I was like, okay. You know, I put it on. Nora's sitting beside me. I'm like, oh, this is going to be cool. Like some of these sports docs or whatever, docuseries, they are great. And she'll get into them. This one didn't hook her. Nah. So then it was, see you later.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
we got to watch a tennis
I was like, nah,
doc.
I don't want to watch this by myself. Yeah, the Tour de France one. That one's pretty fun.
A lot of docs out there.
There's a lot of docs. Okay, but you're going to watch this as long as LeBron is
It'll
involved.
depend on the personnel involved. We'll see who they draft.
I was going to ask you, like, could you give me NBA comparisons for Mahomes, Cousins, and Marcus Mariota?
Okay.
I don't.
Mahomes, let's go with Nikola Jokic.
Okay.
Current best players in the league. They play a style unique to them as well. You see Mahomes throw passes that you've never seen anybody else throw, as does Nikola Jokic. Okay, Kirk Cousins.
Who is the Kirk Cousins of the NBA?
Kirk Cousins. Pascal Siakam. Kirk Cousins.
Okay.
Pretty good player.
Sure.
Not the greatest player. Can lead their team to a playoff berth. Maybe not all the way. Okay. So somewhere in the middle.
Okay. All right. And then...
I don't know how it relates spin move wise. And then who is Marcus Mariota?
Yeah, that's tough.
That one is indeed a tough one.
Like, what's his story even? Like,
he was I think he won the Heisman when he was in college for Oregon, but he has not been a great NFL player. And
he was drafted 2nd overall. You're right. Okay, so he struggled here in the league.
Yeah.
Bounced around a bit.
Yeah. He's not James Wiseman.
Markelle Fultz.
Okay, I'll take it. That's a good one.
Okay, so would you watch an NBA show that followed Jokic, Siakam, and Markelle Fultz?
I'd watch the Jokic episodes.
I would watch that.
Yeah.
I don't mind the how we did there. I don't mind the levels of those players.
Yeah.
I think there's something there. All right, that's this news. We got another fun segment here, though. Connect 5, which we've done once before. Explain it, though.
I'll give you 5 NBA players. You tell me how they're related.
Oh, God.
Simple stuff.
It's simple,
Skeets.
but it's not. It's tough.
Simple, considering it could be anything.
Yeah.
Literally anything that connects these people.
Okay.
Here are your 5 roster slots for today. Wilt Chamberlain, Michael Jordan, Elgin Baylor, Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving. What do these 5 players have in common?
Okay. Just say them one more time. Wilt,
Jordan, Elgin Baylor, Anthony Davis, and Kyrie.
I mean, it's not as easy as scoring over a particular number of points in a game. It is 60-point games. Like, they've all had some massive ones. Ooh, you're making a reaction to that.
I will allow this.
They all scored over 50 on an opening night.
Oh!
Am I right?
Nailed it.
Yes!
Five players ever have scored 50 or more in a season opener. Wilt is the most, 56 points in the 1962 season opener. The San Francisco Warriors versus the Detroit, maybe Pistons, maybe not. Jordan did it twice, 54 in the 89 season opener, 50 in the 86 season opener, then 52 for Elgin Baylor back in 1959, 50 for Anthony Davis in 2016, and 50 for Kyrie Irving in his first game with the Brooklyn Nets.
I
in
remember
2019.
that. That's why I went with that, because I think I just saw a clip going around of like, Kyrie scored 50 in his first Nets game, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember talking about that. I couldn't remember the AD one, but it felt like something he could have done. And then obviously the other guys.
Yep.
Are
Big
buckets.
scorers.
Yes.
Good one.
That was faster
Nice.
than the last one.
Yep.
Connect 5. All right, good stuff. Let's take our final break. When we come back, Magic Johnson is back, baby. Don't go anywhere.
Our next partner is a pretty cool product. Let's talk about Athletic Greens, and I love that they want us to say it's cool. Makes me want to imagine that Arthur Fonzarelli was the guy that invented Athletic Greens. There he is. Hey!
It's cool.
Google him, kids. The Fonz invented it when he was experiencing a ton of gut health issues and ended up on a complicated supplement regime to recover. Now, that actually happened. The real guy who invented it, that's what happened.
Oh.
So that's how we have Athletic Greens. Created it after experiencing how difficult it was to create an optimal nutrition regime on your own. It's not just like kicking a jukebox and getting it playing. There's a lot of work involved. You got to make an elixir. And that's what it is. If you're looking for better gut health, more energy, or a stronger immune system in a really easy, natural way, you got to check out Athletic Greens. I've said it before, and I'm saying it again. I hate taking a bunch of pills and tablets. Remember when you used to call pills tablets, guys?
Oof. Yeah.
I said that this morning to Rachel, and it's like, God, you're old.
You think I'm old now? Wait till I reference the Fonz.
Oh, my God.
On a current NBA podcast.
Right?
Yeah.
A show that takes place in the 50s was produced in the 70s. Shout out to Gary Marshall. What I'm saying is, Athletic Greens, with Athletic Greens, you can get rid of all those vitamin and tablet bottles and make some room in your cabinet. You might want to make a little room in your fridge because that's where you keep the Athletic Greens. It's an all-in-one solution that actually tastes good, and you'll start really enjoying your daily vitamins. I take it every day, personally. It's the first thing I put in my belly, and I love it. Last week was very stressful for us. We had a pipe explode. We had 9 shows to do. Plus, the whole fam was hacking and coughing all around me. I picked up some bug at school. Not me, man. That Athletic Greens is like a power-up elixir, bolstering my immune system. So what is this stuff? With one delicious scoop of Athletic Greens, you're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food sourced superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens to help start your day off right. This special blend of ingredients supports your gut health, your nervous system, your immune system, your energy, recovery, focus, and aging, all of the things. And right now, it's time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with convenient daily nutrition, especially heading into the flu and cold season. It's just one scoop in a cup of water every day. That's it. No need for a million different pills and supplements to look out for your health. To make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/nodunks. Again, that's athleticgreens.com/nodunks to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance.
All right, let's get to Tweet of the Night.
Tweet of the night. Wow.
Twitter.
Yeah, Tweet of the Night. We got 2 of them for you. First one from the Nuggets, at Nuggets. In all its glory, with the emoji championship ring, here is a video of the new Nuggets championship ring. What do you think about this, Trey Kirby?
This thing is sick.
Yeah, I
They
don't
had
mind
showed
it.
us like a preview ring before, and it looked pretty low key, and then they came out with this. Suckers. I love how much gold is in it. The nuggets, gold nuggets.
Yep.
And I love the pinky ring that pulls out from the side with the little banner on it. That looks incredible.
Yeah, and they got the altitude on there as well.
Absolutely. 5280, boy.
There it is. Yeah, and this little part is neat where you can like spin that little thing on the top of the ring and then the blue comes in. That looks pretty damn sharp.
Yeah.
That's a nice looking ring there.
It's a nice ring.
Good stuff from Jason of Beverly Hills. You've done it again, Jason.
Jason. What a craftsman. Was there any horse references on there?
Yeah, that would have been cool. Yeah,
Like
do you
a
think
horseshoe?
Oh, that would have been neat for Jokic, yeah. Or do you think he gives them to the horses? Do all the horses get a ring?
They don't have fingers, man. They got hooves.
Maybe bigger ones that you slide on their...
Wow, a hoof-sized ring.
Jason could do it.
Jason can do anything, man.
All right, so that's good stuff. We are thumbs up, I guess, on the Denver Nuggets rings. Any thoughts on the whole championship celebration and the banner going up and all that?
2 takeaways from me.
Yeah.
Favorite quote was when Aaron Gordon took the mic and was like, yo. I think that's how I'm going to enter the Classic Factory from now on. yo.
He also had quite the fit coming through the tunnel.
Oh, yeah. Chest out. I wore a cardigan today. I was thinking about going bare chest, but I don't know if enough people saw D'Angelo Russell's look as well.
You
And,
could've done it.
didn't want to show the hamburger meat. The other takeaway I had was the Nuggets championship banner said NBA champions.
Not world
champions.
Whoa.
It did not say that.
I didn't even notice that. I thought it was pretty good overall. I thought it was like fairly quick too.
Oh, yeah.
Felt tight.
Like 15 minutes.
Yeah,
something like
exactly.
that.
Yeah, the whole clip's up on YouTube. Yeah, I think it is 14 or 15 minutes. It was good. It was solid. That's how you do it. And the crowd was into it, especially for an early start for that Denver crowd. The second tweet of the night, it's from Magic Johnson. Oh, yeah. He tweeted last night. Tonight we learned the world champion Denver Nuggets are going to be very tough to beat in the NBA playoffs. So, yeah. He thinks they're going to be tough.
had to
And
get it out
he
there.
did go world champion, not NBA
Oh,
champion.
wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great
So,
point.
He spits in the eye
Do you agree
of people that are they world champions?
that they're going to be tough to beat in the NBA playoffs?
Oh, absolutely.
I 100% agree.
I absolutely agree. And
But he said it first, so that's his take.
thanks, Magic. Good to have you
Otherwise,
back.
you're just copying Magic. Oh, you think the Nuggets are good in the playoffs? Pfft, heard it.
Jeez.
Magic did it.
You're going to get third-degree burn with that take, though. That's a hot take there, Magic. Holy crap. Slow down. Not on the first night. Save some in the chamber, man. All right, there's tweet of the night. The Nuggets rings and Magic Johnson back in our life. We'll call it there. Trying to keep the shows a little tighter this year. But don't worry, tomorrow's show will be like 90 minutes because we have 12 games on.
It's a chunky.
You got John Mayer. I didn't realize it's a solo acoustic arena tour.
Yeah.
How does that work?
I'll let you know.
Wow, man.
I think I'll have a chance to check in on some of these games tonight.
I think so, too.
A buddy of mine went to the first time around with John Mayer.
And?
Said it was amazing.
It must be. Like,
Yeah.
you got some nerve just to be playing an acoustic.
And this is his second time through
And
with
now-
the same show.
Wonderwall.
Oh, God.
Your body is a wonder wall.
Your body is a Wonderwall, man. I hope
Yeah,
he plays that.
that's how I ended up going tonight, JD. I had a friend go in March as well. I was like, hey, John Mayer was awesome.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to go? We're like, yeah, of course. Little did I know it would be on the second night of the NBA season, the 5th episode of Survivor.
Oh, God. We got Survivor tonight. We'll be back with no buffs tomorrow. That'll be at 1 p.m. No, we're going to have to watch Survivor tomorrow, probably.
Yeah.
After our show. So we'll say 1 p.m. now. Maybe it gets pushed back a little bit. But, yeah, there's a lot of TV on tonight.
Which of these NBA matchups are you looking forward to tonight?
Wemby.
Of course, that's number one on my list.
I will be full on Mavericks Spurs. That's a 9:30 p.m.
9:30,
Eastern
yeah.
start. And that's why we're going to be on playback before that for some of the 7 o'clock starts, bouncing around on League Pass. So come hang with me and Trey Kirby chiming in from the State Farm Arena with John Mayer by his side. Yeah, we'll have some fun. So that link is in the show notes already. Look at me, already including it. So click over to that, join our room, and then, yeah, if you have League Pass, you'll be able to actually just straight up watch the game. Some of you use this as a second screen experience, me just sort of commenting on the games, talking to the stream, and all that. But a lot of fun last night in our little pregame party, our little warm-up for the game. So
Yeah,
join
we
me
found
tonight.
a new season opening tradition.
We did, yes.
Watching the old clip of the starters dancing to the Inside the NBA theme song.
I was in tears, JD. We watched it last night. We had it up on the screen on playback, and I always forget how funny it is.
It holds up.
You think there's no way I'm watching 8 minutes of this? You watch all 8 minutes.
Oh, man. Every shot of Tass. Every shot, he's inventing a new dance move. He's shaking. His glasses look hilarious. And then, you hit a little patch where you come up with some zipper moves. I started doing a Birdman at some point, a little hot feet at some point. We really explored the studio space, as I said on Playback.
100%.
Yeah.
I showed it to Rachel a couple of months ago, and she was like, what is happening here? And then I was like, well, because it's a deep cut, it's inspired by a guy who danced for an hour to the Becker theme song. The Becker? Fucking, you thought we were talking about the Fonz. What about Becker? But you watch that and you're like, oh my God, that's so funny too. Anyways.
The percentage of people that knew that reference, though.
Oh, so low.
Like 3 people?
Yeah. And they were all on the set dancing.
Yes. It was everybody out there. Anyway, we have that up on YouTube. Maybe I'll drop that in the show notes as well.
Yeah,
if you want to go watch us. In 2015, at halftime.
That's when it was.
For 8 straight minutes. Wow. We were dancing to the Inside the NBA theme song in big gray puffer jackets and glasses. And we just don't say a word. I mean, Lee talks for 1 second, and I say one thing, and I shoot a confetti gun. It's amazing.
It's good.
Yeah, that is our new tradition. We have to start every season with watching that. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. Leave your boys a 5-star rating and review. Make sure you like, subscribe here on YouTube. We'll see you tomorrow morning or tonight on Playback. Till then, Clipper Bros.
You heard it here first. Have a great time. Turn up. Love you guys. Awesome.
Thanks for joining us. Not only was John Mayer on Throw It Down with Bill Walton last season.
Oh, yeah.
He also has a guitar made from the Madison Square Garden Patrick Ewing era floor because he sold out MSG twice.
So he's a hoops head.
Come on, no dunks.
Come on, no dunks, John Mayer. Brace the day, people.